Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm Joe Cortez, joined by James Burns of FrontRowPreps.com. We're coming to you from McSweeney Field here in Hilmar, California, site of one of the Sac Joaquin section Division 6 semifinal games. Time now for our weekly predictions, brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. And Burnsy, anywhere we can watch high school football in this region, you can find a Golden Bear Physical Therapy facility near you. Let's start with the championship game that we have this week, Division 7, the CIF Sac Joaquin section D7 final between Golden Sierra 8-4 and the 10-1 Denair Coyotes.
We called this weeks ago, Joe, before the postseason began. We thought that Denair actually had the best chance of any team in our area to claim a section title. They'll be favored on Saturday against Golden Sierra. I like them to get the job done. Listen, it's been too much Stephen Winston, too much Hunter Musgrave. They've got 4 or 5 guys that can actually hurt you offensively, and I think defensively they have enough to stop that Cox box, and they've had plenty of time now to prepare for it. I like Denair in this game to lift the section banner. What a great moment.
I like Denair enough that I picked them as my defense in our Front Row Preps fantasy draft.
And
I got Stephen Winston as well, so I'm banking big on the Coyotes. I agree. I think they bring home the school's first ever banner. It's going to be a great moment, hopefully a great moment for Anthony Armas and his program over there. He's really turned it around.
Yeah, considering all that program has been through just in recent history. I mean, with the
finishing a game with 12 players one Friday night.
I mean, yeah, the small rosters to the financial issues that have surrounded that school district. For them to get this done, I think Armas has alluded to it. Great moment for the program, even better moment for the community.
And remember, they were going to be realigned out of the Southern League. And they said, no thank you. We want to stay right here and turn this thing around. Okay, let's go to Division 2 now. Our big fish, so to speak, Central Catholic, the fabulous program here in the Central Valley. They host Inderkum, undefeated Inderkum, 11-0. Central is 10-1, of course, that one loss to mighty De La Salle.
A long, long time ago. It's odd that we start this show with Central Catholic, but I think it speaks to just how big the D6 matchups are, and the reason why we're out here in Hilmar. But you know, looking at that matchup, you know, everybody is picking Inderkum in this game. They are unbeaten. They score a ton of points. They run that wing T. I'm going to go against popular opinion. I'm going to go with Central Catholic because of the big game pedigree. You know, their only loss is to De La Salle. They stack that front end of the schedule. They routinely play up, and they've excelled in big moments like this. I think the fact that they've been in the D2 semifinal and lost, I think they're better for that experience. And they know how to stop the wing T. They know how to defend it. You know, Inderkum may have some great athletes, but Central Catholic has seen teams with great athletes. They're playing well defensively. They've got 4 or 5. We talked about the different options that Denair has. They're in the same boat. Manaya Olivo, Dwayne McNeely, D'Angelo Bellamy, Sideri Price, Justin Traina's healthy. We could see a big night offensively from Central Catholic, and we could even see an even better performance defensively too. If they get through this semifinal, it's going to be a credit to their defense, and I'm going to ride these Raiders.
I agree. For all those reasons you alluded to, of course, they're home. They're playing at David Patton Field. That game kicks off Friday night at 7 p.m. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be here.
Yes.
And so we're looking forward to a big game in Division 2 semifinal. Let's slip down to Division 4. Division 3, we have no teams. My Bears got upset by number 11 seed. Oh my goodness. Number 5, Oakdale, 9-3. Travels to take on number 1, Rio Linda, 9-2. What do you like in this tricky matchup?
This is my upset special. Of all the games on our docket this week, I like Oakdale to go on the road to beat the top seed in Rio Linda. I think this one goes back to the article, the column that you wrote at the beginning of the season, talking about Trent Marzon and his ability to dial up a win in a big game. And if you had one coach to pick, you would go with Trent Marzon, and I think in this one, I'm going to go with Trent Marzon to go on the road and spring the upset against Rio Linda. I think you know, Oakdale, having been through the VOL,
the VOL key.
Yeah, they're prepared to make a run in D4, and the fact that Rio Linda gave up so many points against Pacheco
is alarming.
Is a bit alarming. So I think Max Moore, Zeke Safar, and that offense could have a wild.
This isn't your upset special. It's my upset.
It's our special.
Moving on to Division 5, where Sonora, 7-4, travels to take on number 1 Colfax, 11-0.
Sonora goes up the hill with a 7-game winning streak. They had to really squeeze one out against Foothill 2 weeks ago, though. I think Colfax with Alex Ware, their quarterback, highly touted quarterback, for 300 yards against Los Banos. I like them to win this one, but I think Sonora keeps it close. I think Sonora has rebounded well from that 0-4 start, and if anything, that victory over Foothill proves that they're going to play 4 quarters.
Absolutely.
And they're going to push Colfax, but I think Colfax is the top seed for a reason in this one.
Okay, this can be my upset special then.
Okay.
I'm going with Sonora. Sonora's not your normal number 4 seed.
No.
They were given a number 4 seed probably because some of the things that happened early on in the season when they weren't right.
Yeah.
They're right now. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Wildcats in this one. Number 2, Ripon, 10-1. They're hosting number 3, Bear River, also 10-1.
Yeah, another rematch.
Another rematch.
This game was won by Bear River last year. They basically played in the mud up there at Bear River. 2 big fumbles cost Ripon in that game. They're playing this game in Ripon. They've got Ryan Daggett, they've got Roland Davis. Both those kids are 3rd-year varsity starters. They are the pillars of that program, surrounded by just an athletic, fast, electric junior class. I'm going to go with Ripon, holding serve at home in this one.
I like it. I'm going to go with Ripon as well. 2 hold serve, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay, now, last but not least, Division 6.
Yeah,
We're here at McSweeney Field in Hilmar, California, for a reason. The Division 6 Sac Joaquin section playoff bracket is loaded with Trans Valley League teams. It's nearly an all Trans Valley League semifinal, 3 of the 4 teams, and the 4th team being local from Ripon Christian. So let's take a look at that matchup first of all. Number 4, Ripon Christian, 11-0. Travels just down the road, Highway 99 to take on Modesto Christian, 10-1.
You know, can we expect a baseball score? 2 of the best defenses in all of the Sac Joaquin section going at it. RC is giving up 58 points on the year. Modesto Christian right on their heels at 89. This one could be a low-scoring game. I like MC in this one. Again, I've talked a lot about the pedigree of teams and just the path that you have to travel to get to this point. Going through the TVL, going through those wars, having to go through Hilmar, Escalon, Ripon,
absolutely,
even Houston. You know, that builds you up for games like this, and I think that they'll be ready. There are some injury concerns in the Crusader camp. Jose Hernandez may not play. Suffered what looked like a pretty serious knee injury 2 weeks ago. He's their do-it-all type. But they're getting Isaac Shinman back. They still have Xavier Carlton. They have Hayden Saucer. They've got 10 seniors, 10, 11 seniors on that team that have taken this locker room over. I like them to get back to the D6 final. And that's not a discredit to Ripon Christian. No. Fantastic season. Fantastic season. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up winning this game.
Okay.
You know, but I like, in this moment right now, I like the Crusaders to get it done.
I do too. I would be surprised if Ripon Christian won this game. Great program, great defense, great stars, but it's a big step up in class. The TVL is not the Southern League. TVL is the best league around here, especially this season with all the talent it's had. Those teams sharpen. Iron sharpens iron, as they say. And these teams are battle tested. I learned my lesson when I picked against Modesto Christian to lose to Hilmar without Xavier Carlton. Somebody sent me an LOL on Twitter, and I learned that next man up over in Salida. So I'm going to go with Modesto Christian as well to get back to the D6 final. Who did they play last year? They played Hilmar. And number 3, Escalon visits McSweeney Field. Escalon's 9-2, taking on the 9-2 host Yellow Jackets. Who do you like in this?
Go with Hilmar, home team. Hilmar's won the last 2 meetings, but this one, you know, Ron Augustine wrote a great piece. It's up now at frontrowpreps.com about how this might be the best rivalry in the region. Since 1998, they played this thing right down the middle. 11 wins for Hilmar, 11 for Escalon. The last 2 have gone in favor of the Yellow Jackets here. It's come down to kickers. You know, Miguel Padilla on September 21st. Brian Milan hit the field goal in the semifinal last year. I like the way this team is playing with Trevin Crowley at quarterback now. You got Isaac Sharp, you got Renfro. All the pieces are there to defend their crown.
I agree. I think Hilmar's going to win this one. I think it's going to be tight. Going to come down to a field goal again, probably. And then we'll have a rematch of last year's D6 Sac Joaquin section final between Modesto Christian and Hilmar. So that's it for our special playoff predictions brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. For James Burns, I'm Joe Cortez of Front Row Preps, and we both want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.